For fast and efficient electrodiagnostic testing, a user-friendly interface is desired. The arrow keys and the select button of the Neuromax interface. The function knob in the Synergy system. That component of user interface has been included in the new software. We will illustrate it in this video using a motor nerve conduction study as an example. In other videos, we have seen nerve selection or a test selection using a mouse. Here is another method. We can use the up and down arrow keys just like Neuromax. Another method is to use the knob and rotate it clockwise to highlight the desired test. Having selected the test, push the select knob to launch it. We are presented with a list of protocols. We can use the up-down arrow keys to highlight the desired protocol. We can also use the select knob to highlight the desired protocol. The tested site can be selected using the left or the right arrow keys. So in this way, we don't have to use a mouse to make the selection. Having selected the protocol and having selected the site, push the select knob to launch the study. Let us stimulate the nerve. I'm going to increase the stimulus intensity and stimulate. And I have a very nice response. It is marked automatically. We can change the positions of the markers using a mouse, but we can also do this by using the left-right arrow keys. This is useful for very fine adjustments. Look at the latency change as I push the left arrow key. You can also see the movement of marker 1. Similarly, I can shift it to right using the right arrow key. Using the equivalence of the function knob on Synergy, I can rotate the knob to adjust the marker 1 position. I can push the knob to select the next marker. This makes adjustment of markers quite easy. Let's perform stimulation at the next site. I'm going to push the next site button. I will increase the intensity and stimulate. And we are getting a nice response over here. As before, I can change the marker position if necessary by using the select knob. But suppose I want to change the marker position from an earlier recorded trace. Now we can use the up and down arrow keys to select a trace. If I use the up arrow key, notice that the top trace is highlighted. And I can select the marker by pushing the select knob. If I want to select the bottom trace, use the down arrow key. And now I can change the positions of marker on this trace. So the up-down arrow keys will help you select a trace. The left-right arrow keys will allow you to change the marker positions in very fine, small increments. So this is the way the arrow keys and the select knob are used in a motor nerve conduction study. Let's see how this is used in an F-wave study. Let us stimulate the nerve in a recurrent manner. The F waves are recognized automatically by the system, and a vertical cursor is placed to coincide with the onset of the F wave with the shortest latency. If we want to change this position, now we can use the select knob to adjust the cursor position, and when placed properly, we can push the select knob to accept the new latency measurement. The same strategy is also used in the H-reflex study. Finally, let's look at a needle EMG examination. I'm going to exit the test. And here is my needle EMG folder. I can select the needle EMG test, push the knob to display the muscle list. Just as in nerve conduction study, I can rotate the knob to highlight the desired muscle. Push the knob to accept the muscle. We will not go into the details of the EMG waveform analysis. However, we can use the select knob to adjust the trigger level. I'm going to turn on the trigger and adjust the level. I have turned off the volume deliberately for this video. We can turn off the trigger by pushing the trigger key. The arrow keys are used mainly for scoring EMG abnormalities. I will bring on the summary tool. The insertional activity is indicated as normal. If I want to change that finding, I will use the down arrow key, highlight the desired finding. To go to the column on the right, I will use the right arrow key. Use the left arrow key to go to the left side. So in this way, we can use the arrow keys to highlight the EMG findings. Having made the desired changes, I will push the enter key. I will exit the test. So in summary, the arrow keys and the select knob perform different tasks in different tests. This reduces the number of components or controls that will clutter the console and makes access to the commonly used functions simple and easy.